see that beautiful trophy, that beautiful cup in the center stage. But let's go. Game number 1, Pokemon Stadium 2. You know the vibes.
Genuinely, another thing too is I really, because Wolf kind of like has been kind of like a dying breed. I have not seen this matchup often, so it's going to be a an interesting little bit of information we get to gather as casters, but as well as anybody in the chat / crowd to get see a matchup. I don't know. Most people probably won't get to see too often, but off paper, I do think that Wolf is pretty good at breaking zones just off of like dash speed and like aerial speed.
Yeah.
The thing is though, Wolf from too far out, his run speed's not that great. So trying to get close enough to get to that area where you're always threatening can be a little rough. But when you're in that area, I can definitely see it being an issue for Justice, who, has taken quite a bit of damage, but he's not out of it yet.
No, not at all. I mean, and that's just kind of the thing, right? Wolf is just one of those characters, like when he's really able to kind of get inside that zone, as you said, can really make it a long day. And one thing you're going to see about Moxi, expect to see some of those Wolf specials, that Wolf Flash, those up Bs just really be utilized to potentially take stocks. Not a favorable position she found herself in. And one thing about Min Min, edge guarding, definitely one of her specialties.
All right. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Quick one right there. First stock actually going to go in the way of Justice, who is quite hurting, but that's one thing that Justice doesn't have to worry too much about. Wolf is not the type to really go off stage for like an edge guard, because that recovery is not that great.
Yeah. Wolf likes to have a lot of control on the stage, right? Really kind of lock you down on the sides of the stage, much like that. See Moxi with the well-timed aggression, the down smash, those claws coming out to rip through that first stock.
Ooh, man, that was slick. I was sliding under that projectile real quick, the down tilt. Okay.
Very clever stuff. Oh, yeah. Remember, you can get a little bit of a reflector off of that, too. I'm not sure how practical Justice will want to use that, but you know what? When you got the distance like that, just send that laser right back at Moxi. Will make things a little bit more difficult.
Okay.
Ooh, smart stuff. Yep. All right. Patience being the key right now for Justice. Not trying to overcommit, and you see why one opening can lead to so much damage. 2 big hits coming out from Moxi.
Yeah, going to slide and get another one right there. Finding a lot of confirms off of this here down tilt. Just covering a lot of space. I mean, it is a very mobile move. Moxi is able to grab that ledge, even with the Ram kind of threatening. Ram commonly used like that to go over that edge and kind of threaten. Oh, good double back air here for Moxi to go ahead and take that stock from Justice.
You want to talk about threats? Look no further than that back air from Wolf. I mean, that thing can just obliterate stocks when you least expect it, and in the blink of an eye as well. Moxi does a tremendous job at connecting them. It has really put a dent in that little bit in that lead that Justice had originally kind of amassed, but right now it is all Moxi all the time, attacking from every single angle, and Justice just looking to get some solid footing. However, the only foot he's going to catch is right to the face as Moxi takes that with a 2-0.
Wow, at that. I mean, that was a super quick one.
That was clean, bro. 2 stock to open up the first game.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, again, just perfect angles that Wolf is able to attack at. Very fast air speed, plus being able to always kind of come through on that 45-degree angle, jumping directly over the arm, being able to descend, get yourself a follow-up as well. I mean, got to feel good about that one.
100%, man. Justice definitely looking really clean right there in like the first kind of half of that match, but once Moxi was able to get rid of that first stock, just went on a tear and did not look back. And, one thing about Wolf, already has those hard-hitting hitboxes, right? Those hard-hitting moves. And when you got a little bit of rage attached to you, because I believe Moxi was at like 159 as well, so you're taking some damage.
Yeah.
Like, there's no doubt about that, and it was certainly enough to take care of Min Min in the first game. See what the second one has in store for. We're going to switch up the scenery a little bit and take it to Lilat. Hey, if I'm Wolf, I'm feeling pretty confident on this stage.
Yeah, no, I think, well, I don't know, man. Maybe he took over the ship. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It's mine now, Fox. Yeah. What's up?
Got evicted, man. Got to make that rent.
All right. Either way, though, yeah. Now I feel like given a character who needs to get in a couple more platforms, maybe a bit of an issue. But at the same time, the way that Min Min attacks, she's able to cover both the platform and the the main platform area too.
Yep.
Just by 2 attacks. She hits the first one and then jumps and hits the second one. So that could be an issue. I do think Justice is doing a really good job of playing the keep away game this time around, but still got to respect that laser, though.
Yeah, 100%. You like the way that Justice is electing to kind of start this thing off. Obviously, we know Min Min can certainly operate well from a distance, and you see it put on display perfectly. Was just able to amass so much damage and then close out the stock with really, honestly, relative ease. So Moxi finding herself at quite the disadvantage the first minute into this match.
Yeah, Justice, he's been able to create some space too. I think that was the other good thing is Justice found one of the longest stages he could find. Really to, like, oh! GG's. And that's the min-min issue right there. You would only have a tether recovery. And honestly, it's not even that long of a tether in comparison to some of these other tethers in this game. So,
especially what you would expect out of a character like, you know, from the series ARMS, right? You would expect the length and the distance to, you know, kind of be everything. But no, not necessarily the case. We touched on it game number 1. You're not going to see Wolf commit to going off stage too often. But in situations like that, the drop down nair can be very, very effective. And it's definitely the thing that got Moxi back into this game.
Okay. Ooh.
Another big opening, yep.
There, yep. So, you know, what's interesting, too, is, like, as I said, you know, normally you don't see Wolf go off the stage for these edge guards for reasons like this, but you also, I guess, won't see Justice really try to challenge that from that angle. He's just going to, you know, he's going to get back on stage and start to create some more space, so Moxi should be able to actually go off stage a little more.
Oh, that's an easy conversion right there. Great pickup off of the nair. A little bit of bread and butter. Oh, wow, is that the laser?
A laser.
Yeah, laser caught him, okay. Etchin Wolf. Now Moxi, she's finding herself back on even footing again. All good, but I like just absolute slugfest between these two.
All right, boom. Okay, hold that. And now back onto the stage. Doesn't get that neutral air. Not going to find it, though. Moxi almost getting the timing. Doesn't manage to at least get through the grab, but does not go for the right punish. Probably could have just went for another down smash. That grab, you know, is very laggy when it misses.
Yeah, sure. I mean, just kind of elected to disengage out of the situation, but, you know, it's just not too bad of a thing. Oh, that was a great hit. Fortunate, though, Justice not being able quick enough to pull the trigger and finish off that stock. That could have been absolutely devastating.
Oh.
However, the Ram, boom, finding its mark, and that is going to be game number 2 going to Justice.
I think genuinely that the platform layout helps out a lot, too, for that exact situation. Like, it almost feels like checkmate, right? When it comes down to the fact that, like, if you land on this platform, you know, I'm going to be mad far away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I either hit you with the first arm or you have invincibility through that one, and then I hit you with the second arm. And unfortunately, the second arm that time was the Ram, or the Megawatt.
Megawatt, excuse me, yeah, Megawatt.
So, very strong.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, 100%. So good stuff to Justice. I really like the fact, too, despite, you know, kind of leading and then, you know, Moxi she was able to kind of make a little bit of a comeback, but Justice not allowing that to, you know, kind of get in his head, just kept his head in the game and was able to pull back the win. So good stuff. Got us going into game number 3 on even footing. And you can see right there just how much, you know, those arms can really make the difference. We saw the laser taking care of stocks, the Megawatt as well. So, you know, Min definitely have a variety of tools, of course, in that kit to get the job done. But Wolf being such an all-around solid character, this is definitely going to be a stage that Moxi is certainly going to favor on this small battlefield layouts. Let's see if it pans out.
Scooped up, hold that, little back throw action. Does get the powered up arm too, so Moxi gonna have to watch the way she recovers here, or at least deals with that second arm right now. However, says I will get back. Oh,
wow.
The reversal, that was cute.
That was nasty, okay? I mean, just the fact that you're just kind of putting that fear into Justice at the very beginning of this. Let's go.
Okay. This is actually getting through right there. Down, dash. Oh, that's gonna be the down tilt instead of the down smash. Moxi. It's gonna, yep, there it is. Down smash this time around. Yep. Not gonna be strong enough to get past that blast zone just yet, but nice. Liking the pressure here. Justice is putting on the Moxi.
Yeah, they're really doing a good job, just kind of exchanging blows, and really Justice just threatening that first stock. 115 between the two up until that point. Goes for another. Oh. Okay. I was gonna say we're gonna go for a nair off stage. Nope. It's gonna get back safely.
Gotta watch the recovery. It's too low. Not gonna be able to make it back. I think the Wolf Flash would have got sniped out by the Ram. So
I don't understand that. You got those long claws. You mean to tell me you can't grip onto the ledge?
He said, I don't got the magnets.
It's not realistic.
You don't got the magnets, man.
I'm sorry. It's just not realistic. But it's all good. It's all good. Nonetheless, you know, Justice not gonna have any complaints about that. Moxi though, trying to get that first off. Good snipe with the laser might. Okay, not enough to put Justice out of range, but a good attempt.
Yeah, Justice actually keeping the jump. I like the idea right there for Moxi to go for the Wolf Flash. Yep. Almost connecting, but does still, I think, find the up tilt right there.
Yeah, up tilt trading with the nair. Going to be beneficial for Moxi.
Oh
my goodness, but that certainly is not. No shot coming back.
Yeah,
that's rinse and repeat right there. See you later. That stock is going. Justice up 2 stocks to 1 over
scared
Moxi.
For a second, too. I think the first time Justice hit Moxi, actually saved Moxi. Allowed Moxi to get a chance to actually hit the ledge, but luckily Justice kept up the resilience of using that Ram to keep knocking Moxi back. So looking like this could be another game for him.
Yeah, it did feel like that was like a little bit of an insurance policy, but yeah, as you said, to get smart enough to make sure, just kind of rinse and repeat to make sure the stock was initially taken. Right now, Moxi in a little bit of trouble. Gotta find some answers quickly right now. Ooh, lead getting ever further so out of control right now from Justice. I don't know, man. Justice was saying, you know what, it's about time I added a 2 right there. You saw the discrepancy, 8 wins to 1 in their all-time history. Justice said it's about time I got another one.
You got to think about the fact that, you know, it could have been on a different character than 8 losses was. You know?
That's fair.
Min is one of the later additions to this game, so. All right.
Catch.
Okay, does manage to make it back. Moxie's still trying to find a way to get the stock off, but now Justice is putting on really good pressure right there. Look at that, mixing up where he's landing. Still landing with some landing hitboxes as well. Does finally get a hit. Is it going to be enough? No. And Moxi can't even go out there. Challenge the F-tilt should be, though.
All right, forward tilt finally going to be enough to put that one away. We've seen situations like this before from Wolf. No trouble really making up damage, and of course the strong hits can definitely turn the tide. Moxi going to need a couple of them to get through, though. Justice understanding in a great position to get Wolf off stage and not let him return. We'll see how it's going to go down.
All right. Get off. Boom. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, man. For a second, I thought we were about to get a Wolf Flash just to try to finish this thing off, but no, Moxi does not pull the trigger. Does have a lot of damage. But the Megawatt neutral air will do it. I was going to say has a lot of damage, so can probably look for that back air now. But now, the Megawatt neutral air is going to go ahead and find the hit. That means we are now 2-1 Justice right now. Yeah, winning the flex game.
Yeah, Moxi, I mean, she found like a lot of damage too, like, you know, below that platform. It looked like Justice made a little mistake on charging one of those attacks, and she's able to string together a quick little 40%. And as you said, maybe was considering going for like the Wolf Flash, but thought better of it. Obviously, you know, might have actually landed in a position where if it didn't get the KO, she would have just, you know, plummeted to her demise right there, just given she wasn't on the stage. But either way, Justice up 2-1 right now. It's kind of like a little bit of deja vu for Moxi. Recall her set with Larry, got that first game and then lost the next 3. Looking like that could be a repeat pattern right now if she can't force a game number 5. It could all come down to this on the loser side of things. Let's find out. Game number 4. It is a big one for both.
Oh, man. Moxi, you know, trying to get it to even smaller stages, but I mean, I'm not really sure if this one's going to help out too much. This allows Min to kind of play the center stage even better than before. You have the house, you know, always call this just the house, basically. And I think when you're playing against a character who's going to be playing this type of range, sometimes can be a little detrimental to you, and that's exactly what it's looking like. Moxi not being able to get anything started in the snipe. Not enough for the stock yet, but man, 114 already. The Justice is 10, and the Megawatt is out, so not much longer on this stock. I mean, Moxi's stock definitely on borrowed time.
Yeah, if you're Moxi, I mean, you understand, yes, I need to find those openings. I do need to, you know, initiate some aggression, but I've got to play so close to the chest as well, just given how fragile this stock is so early on. Definitely finding some hits, though. Great connections, not shying away from taking the challenge. I love to see that. Even at this higher percent, the up smash not going to be enough to do it, but she cannot afford to take another one on this first stock. 135, not where you want to be, and there it is. The second up smash comes out, and that stock going to take a plummet.
It was crazy that the Min's really trying to act like this character was dead when they got the Nair nerf. Oh, she's unusable now. Come on now.
That's clickbait.
Come on now.
This character is alive and kicking, but obviously Moxi doing the main kicking right now. You saw the back air, reads the air dodge, able to punish with the Nair to finish it off. Great stuff. Her combinations absolutely immaculate. And this is what Wolf can do, even coming in at a deficit. Just so many ways to route his way back into the fight. This is what Wolf does sensationally, and you're seeing it put on display right now.
Okay. Getting back to the stage once again. Finding a lot of success in this down tilt. It's been working out quite well for Justice. Justice once again. I mean, this time around stuck on the on the outsides, but if he can manage to make his way back inside just like this, he's going to be back into the driver's seat of the stage control. Here we go.
Oof. Right.
Swinging.
Little swing and a miss. Nice playing at a distance. Justice not trying to give Moxi any free openings to get on any additional damage. Got to land with a little bit of aggression sliding through. Ooh, that Nair not going to find it smart. We'll take a couple of those jabs, however.
They're going to make it back to stage yet again. That neutral air. Moxi definitely doing a good job of finding where they can get into that zone. That back air would have easily cleaned up that stock with just a little misspaced. Hold that.
Just send it back.
Hold that 2 times.
And then send it forward with the megawatt just busted through 1 stock away from Justice to get this W here at PAX Arena. Win on the big stage, certainly something I'm sure he's eager to find. Moxi, though, something to say about it. This could be huge.
That's the
go
jump.
On stage. Nope.
Yep.
It's going to keep it locked down.
Seemed like that other arm was a little bit of a bait, too, or at least force Moxi to not try to come off the stage.
Yep.
Moxi does get the neutral layer here.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice. Wow, you got to give Justice a lot of credit. He faded a lot of attacks from Moxi in that situation, just getting back to the stage.
I think genuinely Moxi had the right idea with that F-tilt, just probably didn't expect to see that Minion roll go so far. Me either. I was damn near in the middle of the stage right there.
Whole body just stretching. Whole body just stretching. All right, stretch that leg real quick, though, from the dash attack. Moxi got to get this stock to keep the tournament run alive. Oh, out of a jump, though, maybe out of opportunities. Wolf not going to have the gas to make that back, and the 3-1 victory going to Justice as he eliminates Moxi from the bracket.
Wow, at that, I know that's got to feel good. I don't know if that was his first time in the stream, but it was definitely my first time watching him on stream, and did a really good job here. Moxi going to be taken out at 7th, so still, obviously, great placement for her. I know she's probably going to want a little more there, but Justice really kind of holding it down here on the min-min, getting that 2nd victory.
Well, I know we haven't had an opportunity to see Moxi compete in a while, so I mean, I think, you know, coming back and having a good show, a good top 8 showing, you know, here at PAX Arena, definitely something to be proud of, and I hope she decides to kind of compete more often, because, you know, it's always good to see some good Wolf players. We got some great ones out there, but, you know, the more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. But the star of that show in that instance was absolutely Justice. Again, 3-1 victory with Min, so kudos to him.
Yeah. I have to say, though, you know, we're gonna actually hear what he has to say in a second, but I do have to say myself, man, you know, great display of that character. I guess Alex will go ahead and let us know exactly how he feels about that character. Alex, take it away.
Guys, justice has been served. Yeah, you haven't been up here yet, have you?
No, not yet, man.
What was it like playing? I mean, you've been doing a lot behind the scenes. You've been doing really well. This is the first time you've been playing up here. Was it easier to play on stage than you thought? Was it harder? Were your nerves up?
Oh, I've been on stage, man. I can handle the heat. I've been around. It's really fun. I love competing my whole life.
I just meant standing next to me. It's nerve-wracking, right?
Frightening.
Yeah. Terrifying. I don't want to be here either. But you seemed really into those games. I think maybe the nerves were coming from playing someone like Moxi. She's a fierce competitor. Nothing is guaranteed. Were you nervous going into the game?
I was a little nervous. Like, we've played a lot, and she's a really good friend of mine, and she just hasn't been at tournaments in a while. And so, like, I've really wanted to win this set to show how much better I've gotten in the time that she's been gone. Just because, like, she would always beat me, like, game 5, and then sometimes she would destroy me, and I would never be able to get one. And so I'm just really happy and honored to be able to finally get one today.
So did you keep anything in mind other than don't get to game 5, it sounds like? Like what, or also don't let her get close to me? Like what was in your head?
Okay, so I have a secret strategy, and I'll tell everyone right now.
This is an exclusive. Everyone get your Twitch clipping fingers ready.
The secret to playing Min is to pretend every single character is